Did you guys know that if you start a sports company, you can write off actually going to games? So I've never watched sports in my entire life, right? I never really cared about sports all that much. I've been more of a data guy. Could never sit through a game, never really cared too much about sports. But recently, for some reason, right, I got the itch to build the new business. And I got a lot of people saying like, oh, hey, you're an engineer. Can you build out a process or like an AI agent to predict sports? And I did this last year. It's been doing extremely well. And it turns out that my company, because it's related to sports and it's a data company, right? Really more because it's a sports data company, right? So what I found out, I actually ended up going to a Ducks game a couple of weeks ago. Took me, my wife, and my daughter. We went to a Ducks game, and it turns out that I can write that game off. All I got to do is either ingest some kind of data from that game, make content for the business, or do something involving business for that game, right? Whether it's talking to somebody there, networking, random, right? But I can now write off that full game, right, in my taxes. And it wasn't really that much, right? We spent probably like maybe $150 for the three of us. But now, right, whenever we want to do like a pastime, I can essentially just go to any local, hockey game, baseball game, basketball game, and I can just write it off, which is kind of nutty considering that I never was really into sports anyways. But now I can write it off because it's a business expense, which technically it really is because it is part of the business. That's just a fun fact. That's pretty cool. And I can technically also write off my car, right? Because I'm driving to my business, right? So I'm driving to a game, so that mileage I can write off because I'm essentially driving to the office to either grab data, right, for my business or to create content for my business. It's essentially a replication of like what CNN already does or what ESPN already does. I just have AI integration in it, right? And I have an actual like output and like prediction system, right? But it's the same thing. I basically have like, the base grounds of what potentially ESPN is, right? This is just like completely random.